Tcs Unplugged, episode 9. We're going to start with some NBA stuff. First of all, how you doing, Didi?
What's up, man?
How you doing, LD?
We doing good today.
Our 3-man crew. Let's get it in. So we got some NBA stuff. Going to start with the horrific injury. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. The horrific injury of Taylor Hendricks, Utah Jazz forward. A leg injury, apparent. Is it knee? Is it ankle? It's gruesome.
I seen some stuff saying it was the ankle. I seen on ESPN saying it's the knee. To be honest, I don't even know as of right now. That injury looks horrible for a person that got 2 torn Achilles.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I popped both of my Achilles, man, which is crazy. 1 year after the next. So during quarantine. Yeah, so I know exactly what it feels like to have my career was already done, but to just not even be able to jump, it's a game changer. So to just see an injury like that, it was ugly. So, I hope all's well to that man. And
it was one of those ones where he was just trotting up the court, kind of.
Yeah, no contact.
Non-contact, yep. Yeah, that's sad. You see it, LD?
Yeah, that's what makes it so like freaky. I'm gonna definitely be paying attention to that story. I need to know what they come up with, what they say or whatever, because like for you to just be running, you trying to slow down and your knee, like literally, or your leg just go the opposite direction is wild. Like I ain't gonna lie, it's very wild. So prayers up to him though, you know what I'm saying? Hope he has a good recovery, but that's crazy. Like, that's stuff I be talking about right there. Where I be like, yeah, when I hoop these days, like I can't afford them type of injuries, bro. Like real talk. Like nigga gotta go to work the next day. I ain't got time for that. That's a injury you cannot go to work the next day off of.
Hey, for sure. I tell people all the time when we hoop, I want to go to a C league. I want to play in the B. Not only want B league. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all got it. A and B league. Y'all got it. Put me in the C and the D where the old folks is just doing this for cardio.
Man, for real. Like I don't want nobody to hack me to death. Like it's all yours, B. I'm out of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back to that because I got a thought about that. But yeah, Taylor Hendricks in general, he played like 40 games last year, and the Utah Jazz was one of those teams last year that got decimated. They started out hot and then they just realized maybe they shouldn't try. I don't know what it was, but Hendricks was one of those G League guys. They had a bunch of G League dudes who was playing, and Hendricks was one of those ones that they thought could like emerge from the pack. Yeah. So it's pretty significant in that sense from like the Utah Jazz standpoint. Like they had high hopes for this kid, and
so early in the 2-year pro.
Second or third year. Yeah, pretty early.
UCF.
Central Florida. Yep,
UCF. Yep, went to UCF.
Yep.
Did he bring up Zaire Wade?
Zaire Wade hooping in Africa or something. What's Zaire Wade doing?
I didn't even know that.
I thought he was on the Utah Jazz G League when he go to Africa.
He was on that G League team like 3 seasons ago or some shit like that. Yeah,
I wasn't even paying. I didn't even know. I didn't know he was going for real.
Yeah, time really be flying.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nah, but it's funny that you say Zaire Wade.
That's crazy because I forgot who that kid was.
Yeah, no.
His pops.
I don't want to. Yeah. Let's go there.
His pops in the statue. As of today, when we're recording this, the statue just got revealed recently, last couple days. It's not looking so good. I mean, I don't know.
Morpheus.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not a fan of any of them statues. I think Shaq might be the only one that is the most closest to him. Allen Iverson's was cool, but like, but Michael Jordan's statue looked like Michael Jordan. Akeem's look like Akeem's. Like, not Akeem, Abdul-Jabbar.
Yep.
Like, you feel me? Like, a lot of these dudes' statues look like them, but I feel like the last 3-4 just been like.
Yeah, no, Kareem's probably was one of the best
put together.
Because he got a bald head, maybe. I don't know
and
why.
Maybe because Michael Jordan do too, but.
Yeah, just easy to do.
So do D-Wade.
Not in that one, the sculpture,
really,
though.
No, you're right.
The funniest thing I seen, I was looking at the comments. They talk about something. They mix Antoine Walker With Wade.
That's funny
I ain't
as
gonna lie.
shit.
You look at the statue, it look just like
And like you said, Morpheus, Lawrence Fishburne. It looks like both of them.
That's the first thing I thought when I seen it. Morpheus. That's Morpheus right
I ain't gonna lie.
there.
They said, did they give him Antoine Walker instead of Wade? I ain't gonna lie. That sculpture looked just like
That
Antoine
sculpture is bogus.
I can tell Wade was trying to suck it in just under like he was really like trying to act like he happy. His son looking at him, but I know his son was looking at him like, Dad.
All right.
I'd have told him that. I'm telling them that right when we get in their car. As soon as the door closed. That statue don't look like you, Dad. I'm telling you that early.
I ain't gonna wolf. It kind of looked like Wade's dad.
Damn.
I don't know if y'all seen Wade's dad, but he was on an interview the other day on like the morning news shows or whatever, and about the retirement statue. And like his I don't know, I'll show y'all a picture real quick, but he damn near looks like his dad. The statue does.
So is that what they did? So did he put his dad's face on the statue?
I seen the video. I don't know if it had to be real, but it was saying like Wade kind of seen the outcome of it before it came.
He did.
He had to.
I did see that. He seen when they was brushing it up and all that. And I'd have been
so it wasn't really a surprise to him, but at the same time, like
the statue surprised.
You know what I'm saying?
So he put his dad face on his statue.
Oh, you can't. I don't know if you can see it from there, but
I see it
almost like a Greg Oden. I don't know if the camera can see that. I don't know, but
I can, that's crazy. You put your dad as the statue. I guess.
That's what he better tell people.
For sure.
That's my dad. That ain't even me. I just told him to do my dad and keep my jersey number.
Yeah, that's how they talk too.
It's funny because when like they had the camera on Wade and his son the whole time, and Wade just like, I felt he was fake smiling. I ain't gonna lie. He was just looking at something like you proud, but bro, you ain't happy about that statue.
Didn't Wade try to joke about it? Like, who's this? Like,
who's that guy?
Yeah, who's that guy? Yeah.
He just said that like beginning of his speech. That's why he just made it a little light, but he wasn't really joking. He was just saying like, who's this guy? Like, he can't believe it's there.
Exactly.
But still, I can't believe it either. Not that picture.
It's funny that you use that voice to just impersonate him because my one Wade story is Indianapolis. This might have been what finals was they in? 2013 or 14, something like that. It was playing Indianapolis, and it was in the Eastern Finals. I'm pretty sure. I was there on like a school trip. There was like a conference for school. You know what I'm saying, for colleges and stuff. That's why I was there. But it was in Indianapolis, and I'm at the elevator, and the dude that work at the hotel is just me and him, a black dude, you know what I'm saying, Indianapolis. We in the elevator. He work at the hotel. I'm going up late at night, you know what I'm saying. He's like, hey, you in the basketball? I'm like, yeah. He was like, hey, if you downstairs at 3 o'clock or whatever time, he's like, you might see something. I'm like, all right, that was the most cryptic thing I was
he was talking subliminal. He was trying to give you the game, but not get in trouble to let you know.
Yeah, exactly. And then next day, we went down there at that time, and lo and behold, the whole team was coming through off the bus. That was the hotel they were staying in, and I was saying what's up to a couple of them. You know when a team walking in, some of them's in bunches, some of them straggling. So I saw all them, Bron, Wade, and then later that night, I went back down to get something out the lobby, like towels or some shit. And then I saw Wade and like Tisdale, y'all know the light skin with the glasses coach. Yeah, they was down there. I was like, it's my chance. In my head, this is my only chance. Right? Wade was walking by. I was like, what up, Wade? He ain't saying nothing at first. It's like, what up, Wade? He was like, what up, brother? Like, that's the same way he was just talking. He was like, what up, brother? And I was that's brother? All I need. That's all I need. I went back upstairs, but
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that Wade statue did not look like my man's.
Yeah, that they got I don't know, these last few statues that they've been making, man, I don't know. I feel like Iverson was a little chubby in his statue.
I think Iverson was even cool. It was it's miniature. His shit small.
Well, yeah, it was like a tiny. Yeah,
they did that like a MVP trophy. Oh,
like they didn't want to spend the bread on it.
Like,
I don't know what it was. I don't know what they was sibling.
Y'all know the little dude from Streets. Y'all ever play NBA Streets?
Yeah.
He got the Timbs on. not Bonafide.
Like
Dang,
the original joints?
The number 1 streets, the very first one.
streets that got stretch on it.
Yeah, right. With the little dude. That's exactly how Iverson sculpture looked. I cannot think of that little dude.
I know you're talking about.
Damn, this gonna bother me. Now I gotta.
But he very miniature though. That's the funniest thing about it. Like, oh my God, like. But all in all, though, still congratulations to him though, for sure. I mean, that's a big thing.
Yeah, that's
to have
a big
statue
accomplishment for sure.
Yeah.
But he gotta know that statue gonna be talked about. Like 100 years from now, it's a kid that's gonna walk up to that goddamn statue and just be like, Dwyane Wade was ugly as hell. For real. They just gonna be like, whoever this thing was, he was ugly as hell, little TV boy.
Right, that's all it's gonna take. Good 100 years.
He was aggressive. Yep, 100 years.
Who is this dude?
That's what it take 100 years. Somebody who don't care to try to Google you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, who knows where tech gonna be in 100 years?
Yep.
Biggie Little, that's his name.
Yeah. Let me see this photo.
Little Biggie Little
with the glasses. I mean, with the braids. My bad.
Yeah, little Biggie Little. That's who that little statue remind me of. That tiny ass statue.
Little. It's just like, what? They really made that little Allen Iverson sick.
No, AI is like. I like it, but this is a little miniature.
Yeah,
but yeah, like I said,
but the only best thing about
though.
that one is though, like that's at a practice facility though.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they put their statues at like the Philadelphia practice facility, so it's like it's there and it's still a good staple because they don't do it with a lot of people. But it's like people ain't finna be seeing it every day. You know what I'm saying? Every day, or when they like go to games and stuff, you gotta go to the practice facility to see it. But still though, it's many.
Yeah. So y'all see anything about what Kendrick Perkins was saying about Kawhi? Because I know we was talking about Kawhi last episode, and just about like him being injured. Is that tarnish his legacy or whatever? But what was y'all know what Kendrick was saying? Kendrick Perkins.
I didn't catch it.
Yeah. So basically, Kendrick was talking about how Kawhi need to retire. He always injured and things like that, and Baron Davis and Draymond Green was kind of laughing at Kendrick Perkins like, you is the wrong person to be talking about anybody should retire. He like, this coming from somebody that ain't do nothing they last 3 to 4 years. And he like, now if KG and Paul Pierce want to talk about this, cool. That's some leverage that could be said something about. But you, KP is not liable.
The rings ain't enough.
Yeah, I mean, but he got carried with those though too. Yeah. So, I mean, he played a huge part.
He had a big part for them.
Yeah,
though.
he played a big part for sure. But they were just saying like, nobody forced you to retire your last 3-4 years when you averaged 2-3 points.
Right.
So
that's a good point though. It's like, why are you telling somebody else to? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Because of injury? Because of injury, it's not the same?
Yeah, it's not the same because of that. It's specifically that. Like,
right.
No one questions Kawhi's ability, but like we just talked about last week, it's just that we always got to say when he's there.
Right.
When he's there, we know what he is. But when he's there, though, like you got to be there to be that. If you can't be there, you need to bounce, move around.
I seen he was an All-Star last year too. I didn't even.
Cool. He got voted in. Yeah. Did he play though?
I
don't think he played in.
Yeah, I don't think he did. But it's just like LD said. Like when he's there, I looked at his games played. I looked at his games started and all that, and me personally, I thought it was a lot less. He is playing over 50 games, so technically he's playing a lot. Actually, that's a lot to always 50. Be injured or resting. But
yeah,
when outside looking in, it looks like he always not playing. Because he resting 2 games back to back, or then play maybe 5, and then resting some more games. But he's definitely playing 50+ games. So
it sounds good.
I believe he need to retire too.
No, I'm saying like it sounds good, right? But here's the thing, right? When you're not playing over 70 games in the regular season. And then not only you're not playing over 70 games in the regular season, let's forget 70. At this day and age, you can't even give me 60 games, right? 60 games I think would be enough. You could sit out 22 games, whatever. You can figure that out throughout the games of the season. You can skip because you only play certain teams in the East like once or twice. Yep. So depending on who you play in the East twice, that's why I said once or twice. you can skip a Detroit here and there. You can skip a Charlotte.
So the games that don't matter.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then you can skip a couple of the, Western Conference games because you play certain teams 4 times. You play either 3 or 4 times. So you figure that out. So you can miss a good 20 to 22 games. I can see that and still play 60 and then also still play all the games in the playoffs, though. See, that's what I be talking about. Like, not only can you not give me nothing in a full season, then you're not giving me a full season. You get to the playoffs. You can only give me a couple games in the playoffs. I keep losing. They keep losing every year in the playoffs because he can't finish through the playoffs.
Right.
Like, I know, and I'm probably just saying a couple games. I'm pretty sure there was. I think when they made it to the where they had made it to the Western Conference Finals when they played against what was it? Not Portland.
Wait, a couple years ago.
Yeah, it was. They played against Golden State or something like that in the Western Conference Finals.
The Clippers.
Yeah, that was the one when Golden State.
They won that year.
Yeah, no, it wasn't Golden State that they played. It was 1 year though where they made it far.
2021 against the Suns.
That they made it to the Western Conference Finals, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that was the one. Yeah, but then the Suns went and lost to the Bucks. Mm-hmm. But like you there, but Paul George had to basically play in that Western Conference Finals by himself because you got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like the injuries is a part of basketball. I ain't saying that's not, but it's like you get injured so much. Like every year, you can pretty much guarantee you're going to be injured when it comes playoff time. You can pretty much guarantee that. The last 4 years, I don't think he's been able to play in the playoffs. I think the 1 year where they lost to Luka and them, the first time when they played Luka and them in the first round, where Luka sent them home in like 7. Or maybe it was even 6 maybe. But besides that year, and that was a first round exit. So it's not like you had to go far into the playoffs. That was a first round exit. So you probably didn't play a lot of games in the season. Then you got me bounced out the first round. And it was only by one person. Just retire.
Yeah, no, like you said, within the last handful of years. So last year, 2 playoff games. The year before that, 2 playoff games. The year before that, 11 playoff games. The year before that, 13.
But that was bubble, I think.
Yeah, they
13 was bubble.
Because that was the 1920 year. Yeah, and they just got knocked out. He was playing that series, but
the bubble, we know they got an extended period. If it wasn't for that 3-month break in between, he probably hurt in the playoffs. He don't play them 13 games.
All right, so that's all 4 years with the
Clippers
so far. Yeah,
you gave me 2 games.
And then really, if we want to go even further back, you got the championship before that in Toronto. But those last few years in San Antonio didn't finish so hot in the playoffs.
Nope, because he kept getting injured.
Yeah, because, we know the Zaza Pachulia one.
Yeah, the Zaza is the one I excuse.
Yeah, coming off of the championship in 14, and then that next year, Zaza did that. But then coming off that, he couldn't really rebound those next couple of years, and then the Spurs got bumped, I think, in 16, 17. But
so when you just think about that, the last 4 years, last 2 years, I'm Steve Ballmer as an owner. I'm pretty much, I done gave away Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, he loves Kawhi, though. That Ballmer dude.
But listen to me. I gave away Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah. He didn't
Someone
know.
we watching?
He didn't know. He just some rich dude with money. He didn't know. He don't know talent.
I get that. But I gave away.
Yeah.
Shai Gilgeous, I gave him away. And others to get Paul George
and more.
That's what I said. And others to get Paul George here. And that man is an MVP candidate. Yeah. You or Paul George yourselves aren't MVP candidates because of your injuries. Yeah. I gave away an MVP candidate, man. That's what I would be thinking about.
I would just argue with somebody on Facebook about, like, when you think about the money that could be spread it out or thrown to somebody else, because like I said, like, he's paying to sit down now at this point. Like,
oh yeah,
a lot.
Like he's like a lot. Like even when I was watching with Draymond Green and Baron Davis, and they was basically saying like people think that he's finessing the game and that he's really not injured and all this that blah blah blah. I mean, like you say, if you do the math. When you do the math, like LD said, all the money that you giving this man, and he's only playing two games in the playoffs. Like, what are we like? Why I got you on my team for? And you supposed to be the best player on my team, not the number 2, not the number 3.
That's a good point. Yeah,
you're the number 1 player on my team. You're better than Paul George. I mean, some people argue that, but
the reason they didn't re-sign Paul George, part of the reason,
because they gave you the bag.
So so technically, you might number 1 option, and you're not even helping us win because.
And you're not even there.
Or injured. And I'll be wondering, like, sometimes we don't know the back end stories of who's really making these calls. Is this Kawhi really said, I can't go? Is this the owner saying rest? Is this the trainers that's saying he can't go? Who is really making these calls? Because, I mean, Toronto is probably the only team that I think he played for that actually played. Well, he only was there 1 year, but he played pretty much the whole season. But like the Spurs, Pop was saying no. We know Pop was making that call, but after Toronto,
no, he started making that call. That's where the problem came.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, who's making this call? Like,
in San Antonio.
If I can hoop, I'm gonna go hoop.
You saying Pop or Kawhi?
Kawhi was making that call in San Antonio. So Pop do the thing where he sit his players or whatever. Yeah, that happened. He been the one who started that. But what happened was Kawhi started being like, I can't play. And then what it was Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili spoke out about it. Like, same thing D3 saying. Like, Tony Parker, I even believe, said, like, I played with a toe lead when my knee was gone. The little injury he got, he can play. He just decided not to or whatever, blah, blah. So, it is what it is. We all love Kawhi. Like, I love me some Kawhi.
Sure. I love
I love to watch him play. But he ain't out there. You can't watch him play, and because of that, you leaving the Clippers
high and dry.
James Harden is going to get you as far as he can get you, and that's it. He's not getting you a championship. That's just inevitable.
Yeah, so. And one more thing on the injury front in the NBA. I don't know if y'all saw, but Lonzo Ball got hurt or his wrist
again,
he
got hurt again.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not his knee, but of course you don't want to be hurt at all. I didn't see how long he was going to be out or anything like that. But I was like, God damn, what's the week 2?
Yeah, a lot of them injuries they was blaming them shoes though.
Okay.
Get better.
Trying to force some weak ass shoes.
Yeah. I mean, that's why Melo Ball like, I'm gonna go with Puma.
Yeah.
I ain't Dad, I love you, but I ain't messing with those. Like,
well, he only did that because Lonzo told him to, though.
But Lonzo don't want to get injured in the baller brands.
Yeah, he was wearing the big baller brands. He was like, these is trash. He had to get out of them.
So Lonzo took the sacrifice for the fam.
Well, he was just the oldest. His sacrificial lamb, though.
Right. He tried to put it on, but them just. I respect the hustle, man. I respect it, but them just wasn't it, man.
But I ain't gonna lie though. I think I felt what their dad was saying. Their dad was like, the reason that all these boys they getting hurt now is because I was putting them through certain type of training for their bodies and stuff like that, and then they get to the league or whatever, and it felt like they ain't need the type of trainings that I was giving them. But I pretty much molded their bodies to be trained like this, so now they're not training like that, and their bodies is failing them.
So why Jello Ball be hurt?
He don't play.
He overseas?
Where?
Right now?
Last time I checked, he was.
Let me look it up.
Who he play for? Somebody.
Some overseas, or it was either the G League or overseas. That
I know he in the G League, but I don't even think he play in it. He just on the Charlotte G League because of his brother.
He still.
He under the Thanos, under the Kupo.
Yeah, he might not be in the active roster right now, but he was getting it in G League a little bit. He was trying.
He under his Thanasis.
Is crazy.
My bad, Thanasis. I said Thanos. My bad.
Hey, if y'all want me, my brother need to be here.
Yeah, that's it. He's just under the Thanasis. Then Michael Jordan and them was like, we can get that man a year or two. If he don't do nothing after that.
All right, 3 years. That's it.
Yeah, you ain't doing enough to get the Thanasis treatment, okay? But Giannis won a ring over here. He done bought his brother another 5 years.
His brother actually get time when they get blew out though. So.
Yeah, or when they blowing out. He in that 40-40 club.
Blowing out or getting blew out. They blowing out or getting blew out. His brother getting some time.
He is in that 40-40 club.
Nah, Jello got 2.8 on Instagram, so he's good.
Yeah. I mean,
he getting paid, but just not by the NBA.
They off the gram, but you know what I'm saying? He good. They had a big following in high school. Shoot, I'm still fans of all of them. I always said though, I already knew I didn't think Jello's game would transfer.
Translate,
to the next level, and then he didn't really get to develop in college because he did the dumb stuff. I think if he'd had a few years in college, got to work on his actual ball handling a little bit more. Because out of all of them, he got the perfect size actually. Yeah. Out of all of them, his body was already made. Yeah. But I just always knew he was more like catch and shoot, and then if you're not hitting, you're not really playing no defense out there. You never play defense. Let's make that clear.
Lonzo and Melo both athletic and can shoot the ball. Well,
and can play make
shoot the ball, but Lonzo
they both can play make.
Yeah, and they play D.
Yep.
And they play D. So
that wasn't never his thing. He had to play D because he on the wing. They trapping, they leaking out. Then they got their cousin who was the big man. Then the boy. Ochibwe or whatever, at Atlanta.
That used to play for Atlanta. Ochua,
yeah. He still played there, yeah.
Achua.
Yeah, the big man.
Okongwu, yep.
I know we all probably saying it wrong.
Yeah, for sure.
But we all know who we talking about. So him, he was your big man in high school, so
right.
You don't need to play no D. You funnel right to him. He swat that up out of there.
Yeah. And they said he came out of nowhere in high school, like growth-wise and just coming good. All right, for sure.
But their whole team all of them went D1, so the whole starting five for that championship team. So,
all right.
Okay, but
yeah. Speaking of Chicago and Lonzo Ball and all that, y'all see the Chicago Bears against the Washington Commanders and see how that ended on the Hail Mary.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Talk about your team, DD.
Hold on. Neither one of them is my teams, but man, the Bears been looking good, man, and I don't know what dude was thinking.
Oh my God.
I don't know what dude was thinking. He talking to the crowd.
You talk about Tyreek Stevenson?
Yeah, and he
number 29. Let's identify him.
Number 29. Yes.
Yeah, number 29.
That's who we talking about. Number 29.
And I'm sure I'm gonna tell you this. In today's era, in 2024, I'm sure he probably got the most DMs, most tags.
Oh yeah, hate mail. That's the new hate mail, right?
Oh, the new the threats.
Ain't nobody sit by him on the team plan.
Like he's isolated right now.
So for those who don't know, he was literally pumping up the crowd before this last play of the game. Last play of the game was a Hail Mary.
And he's the one who ended up tipping the ball into the receiver's hand for Washington for game. So he went from talking crazy to the crowd, not even looking at the quarterback. The quarterback's scrambling.
Yeah.
The quarterback is scrambling.
Not even looking at the play.
Not even looking at the play. He like, this game over with. Some told him turn around. He turned around. He see the ball in the air and he go like, I never played football, but they always say smack the ball down. I heard that.
Hit the ball down. Yes, sir.
I heard that before. I never played football, but I heard that.
The ball down.
I don't know if he tried to pick it or I don't know, but somehow he tipped it and it went over his head and
touchdown. Bear down.
Bear down for sure. Bear all the way down.
Bear down. Yeah.
Put yourself in his shoes. How you feeling?
Oh, I don't want to be in his shoes. In his shoes, ain't nobody riding next to him in the car. On the way, on the plane, none of that. Don't nobody want to sit next to you. What T.I. told him on ATL, I don't want to kick it with you. I don't want to skate with you. I don't want to do nothing on, boy. That's the treatment he going to get for a while.
Yeah, he going to have to make up some pick six for game or something to... That's tough.
It was a shame because he was the first one to the ball, too. Like, he high-pointed it like you're supposed to. But instead of batting it down, he just got reckless with it. I don't know, man. That was pretty sad.
Tipped it for game. Like, it's one thing, right? If you was doing all the taunting and then somebody else just got scoring on while you was taunting, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Yeah.
But you came over there, you realize, oh, I'm messing up. Oh, he's scrambling. He not sacked or nothing. Yeah, because you see the crowd is like, yeah, they still cheer. So now you lost. Now you turn around and see like, oh, they still trying to. So he runs all the way from one side to the other. And because you late, if you was already there in position, you probably not going to be running that fast. You'll be there already. You'll just jump up, pop it down. But because you're late to the situation, now you try to run over there, sprint over there, try to slap it, you tip it, miss time your jump, get scored on for game. And you got to talk about I will be better.
Oh, that's what he said? Oh, wow. You can't say nothing. You should have declined the interview.
I will be better. He made a Twitter post.
Forget the kind of interview. I ain't going in that locker room.
Yeah. I'm surprised.
I'm sure it's something. I mean, it won't be out in the media.
That's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody, ain't nobody
Somebody
talking to you.
socked him up.
He
or
getting
something.
D'Angelo Russell treatment.
For sure. Isolate you. Yeah, like, I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't I don't know how I feel. I hate to be in the
You should feel like you didn't let your whole city down, your whole team down. Let your mom down.
It's deeper than
you let
that.
your dad down.
You taunt like
you let your sister
you
down.
just
You let
in
your
the
family
game,
down.
You playing D, boom, and that happens. That's a rare moment.
Yeah.
But the fact that you was taunting the crowd, talking crazy to the crowd, and then you the reason why y'all lost.
See, and that's why I see situations always matter, because guess what? If you were doing the taunting before and then you go over there and actually make the play, we just gonna be asking like, "Oh, you see what he did?" We gonna flip the whole script and act like, "Okay, 29 was cold for that."
Yeah,
he talked to us to them before the game ended and went over there and made the play. Just that quick.
That's sports.
That quick. Your whole fate then changed in the sports world.
Oh man.
Yeah, I just keep thinking about like how y'all don't understand walking into that locker room, walking on that bus.
You got to be escorted by security.
Social media. This is a social media era right now.
You need to be escorted by security.
Oh, definitely. I had times where I wrote some college players because they did me wrong.
Off of bets.
For sure. For sure. Oh, you just sold me, bruh. Oh, no, you need to go in the gym and go shoot 100 shots.
Don't be one of them,
I had
man.
your over. You went way under, bruh.
I had your over.
Never out there inboxing
I'm
these
taking
people.
you under next time. So I am a victim of that. Think about 100,000 me, 100 E. I know people personally who really get angry and mad and tell them go hurt themselves. Yeah. That's the word I'm gonna use.
Not off of bets though.
Oh,
y'all
definitely,
tripping.
it gets real. But my point of saying is whoever, and this is a 2024 a social media world where sports betting is huge.
Yeah.
Sports betting is huge right now. That Bears, whoever had Bears money line, I couldn't imagine, I couldn't fathom how they feel.
I know how they feel.
You cheer like, yeah, I won. You feel me? Like, yeah, sack him. Then you see a Hail Mary. Majority of the time, Hail Marys don't be completed.
You done sold.
And now you see the tip, and then, Washington wins the game.
That's what I really want to see. I need to go back and look at the video. I want to see what his reaction was after the touchdown was caught. Like, they go to the receiver, but I need a camera angle of just.
It got to be somewhere.
I'm sure it's
got to be somewhere.
Cameras in there.
Somebody got it on phone or something. I just want to know what he looked like after that goddamn pass was caught, and you see it's a touchdown, and you was over here pointing to the crowd and stuff. I just want to know.
Yeah, that's. I seen a video too. Actually, I seen a lot of videos of the reactions of the fans, of both fans.
Yeah.
A lot of videos. And the one that like stuck with me the most was this one. They was literally behind the field goal post, and he was a Washington fan recording. I'm assuming his buddy that was with him he had a Bears jersey on. Was a Bears fan. The Bears fan dude is like jumping up, laughing in his face, ha ha ha. So as he turned in the phone, and this is when he's tipping it, and he caught it. When I tell you
he went back to him.
When I tell you he went back to dude's face.
I need to see that. Maybe.
If angry was a person,
see that.
I will send it to you.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, you would have thought this was a scripted skit or something. The way
his face changed, he just was sick that quick.
LD, I kid you not. When I say he went from jolly to
talking stuff, he was getting ready to be wolfing. I know it.
He slapping hands.
Yeah.
And then when his face was just so still and dull, like
he want to fight.
Anger, like it went from that in a matter of seconds. Like I was just crying. It was
he
so
want to
funny.
fight.
Like I said, bear down. I did not bet
Bear
on the Bears.
down, man.
I did not bet on the Bears that game though.
Bear down, man.
So it didn't affect me. But I was in tears because dude's face was so devastated. And like it looked like it was just he was
sick.
He was sick. Sick not even the word.
He was beyond sick. He was a coffin already.
Hey, LD, I'm gonna see you that video. I gotta find that video, boy. I was in tears, but
Son was in a coffin.
Hey, shout out to the rookie though for throwing the touchdown though.
Yeah, for
ball.
sure.
And for evading everybody.
He having a great season too.
Yeah.
Shout out to him, former Heisman
Daniels,
winner.
right?
Yep. Jaden Daniels having a great season.
He was scrambling like a mug, keep that alive.
Yeah, kept it alive. 13 yards, I think they said, or 13 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy because I was replaying that last second. I replayed it a few times. I was just thinking like they had two linemen. I think it was three. Man, I think it was two for sure, but it was like two linemen for sure trying to get him. And I was thinking like, what a third lineman at?
They tried to drop everybody in that prevent.
Like
he couldn't prevent it.
Like, but the more rare moments that, like I said, we don't see often, but it just so happened to fall in a bad situation because it's a bigger situation because of the taunting.
Exactly.
That's
the moral of the story.
If he wasn't taunting, who would? Okay, whatever.
They wouldn't even know who he is.
Yeah, like I said, I just hate to be that guy, and I don't even the next game. I don't even know if you can live it up after the game. Maybe a couple games it'd be forgotten, but I ain't gonna lie. As a teammate, it might have to go up in that locker room.
It went up for sure.
For sure. Oh,
I'm sure it went up.
Oh, I'm positive that I can't even fathom. Like I'm just really thinking. Like I don't know, bro. Like angry, mad. I don't know. Because he tipped it, though. That's the reason. Like, if anybody else tipped it, it would have been different. But you taunting and then you tip the ball to the receiver, now y'all lose.
And that's life.
For game.
For game.
TCS Unplugged, episode 9. Y'all good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We good?
Yeah.
All right. See y'all next time.
All right, boss.